What's the biggest online multiplayer game in the world? Call of Duty? World of Warcraft? With a community of over 32 million active players every month, League of Legends is the most played competitive online video game in the world. Why is League of Legends such a cultural phenomenon? Follow game trailers in our mini documentary series Shift as we explore the facets of the gaming industry that go beyond the day-to-day news bites and shift focus into the hearts of the stories that shape your favorite pastime. It seemed like an ambitious plan. Riot Games would host their League of Legends World Finals at the Galen Center in Los Angeles, attempting to fill a 10,000-seat arena with fans paying over $30 a ticket.
37 bucks.
The prize? 2 teams compete for an unprecedented $1 million pot. This isn't the rapid-fire first-person drama of Call of Duty, or the frenetic sci-fi escapism of Halo. League of Legends is a subgenre of real-time strategy games, but there's nothing slow-paced about it.
MOBA is a multi-online battle arena game. You've got a team of 5 people playing against a team of 5 people, and each person controls 1 unit on the battlefield. The concept is actually pretty simple. Think about playing capture the flag, right? You got a team, another team, flags on their side, boom, they go at it.
It's a great team experience, and it also has a lot of back and forth. I think in a lot of traditional RTSs, there's a lot of pressure to perform, and if you make a big mistake, you're usually out.
Moment to moment, it's about collecting gold to make your character powerful, whether it's killing people or just farming minions in lane, and over time it's working together to take down objectives.
It's just kind of one of those games that the second you play it, you're addicted. You play a game, you're like, oh wow, is it kind of bad, but I want to play again because I want to get better.
It's incredibly fun to play with your friends, and it has the same hooks as any traditional sport does. So no matter where you are on sort of the skill curve, there's always a bigger and better challenge that awaits you.
If you're unconvinced about the free-to-play model, fans would argue that removing the cost of entry might be what brought them to the game, but Riot's approach to community building and the game's fascinating champion system is what has kept them.
Our approach with the community is first and foremost to listen. We ask ourselves also as players of the game, because we all play the game a bunch, what would we want in this situation? What do we think's fair, not fair, etc.?
The core value of Riot Games is to put the player first. I think they take the feedback a lot. Like, I know on the forum of League of Legends, there's a lot of feedback, and I think the Riot community really does take into account what people say.
They're constantly looking into, bringing some champions up and some down, and they're always making it a level playing field.
Champions are the characters within League of Legends, and what you do when you play League is you basically pick a champion you want to be for that game, and then that champion has a specific skill set and kind of personality and theme and art style that's all specific to it.
Some champions are great for bursting people down really quickly and getting out. Other champions can take a lot of damage and hold people in place while your friends come together and take you down.
Purchasing champions, along with buying player skins, is a way that Riot generates revenue from its massive community. Fans purchase champion avatars with in-game or real currency, starting at $5. Player skins with unique animations and redubbed voices will cost you anywhere from $5 to $40, which fans cannot wait to collect.
League of Legends is something that we view as a game that's going to be around for a long, long time. As a sport, you want your experience to constantly evolve, but you don't want it to be completely redefined.
MOBA-style games are big business, and with console games like the upcoming Guardians of Middle-earth and PC hits like Dota 2 getting in on the action, Riot Games has set the precedent in what fans have come to expect. During the semi-finals, flaws in the stage design allowed competitors to view the minimap display behind them, which unfairly revealed player positions. Plus, internet connectivity issues caused the semi-finals to come to a halt, causing fans much frustration.
No one took it harder than me and my team. I mean, we should have had a better stage setup. That was just that was poor planning on our part. The not having internet redundancy, we felt helpless. But at the same time, there were so many people that were so passionate about what was going on and upset about the cheating or upset about the stage design or the internet going down. If people didn't care that much, we wouldn't have a true sport.
During the playoffs, League of Legends had so much traffic that pipelines slowed to a crawl. Riot Games believes that staggering spectator audience is worth banking on,
I don't think anyone really understands just how big this can get. What we do know is we have a great sport and we have an amazing fan base, and we're working our hardest to make it as big as possible and give the pros really the respect they deserve, because these guys are in the trenches every day playing so hard and practicing so hard.
Like, I've never lived in a big house like this before. It's a mansion, you know, but yeah, it's just like 8 guys living in the same house. We're all friends, like outside the game, you know, and we gotta keep that chemistry up. But yeah, it's actually pretty stressful at times. Like sometimes, like everyone loses, you know, like not everyone wins. Like TPA loses a lot, and they also win a lot. But you know, it's tough times sometimes. It's very stressful. When you lose, you gotta go through all the replays and stuff, and someone gets to blame for something, you know.
So you have a house, right? And you have 8 guys living in it. And you know, you're gonna see some heated times when tensions rise. You're gonna see great times when there's victories, when we just beat a #1 seeded team in North America. So there's a lot of ups and downs. I walked into this thinking that, you know, the maturity of the players would actually be pretty low and that there'd be a lot of work in developing them, but it's actually surprised me a little bit. And I think that is because these players are taking this so seriously.
The lifestyle is not unlike a real job. There are hours and obligations, even for those that aren't in the top tiers of the tournament brackets.
It's getting a healthy meal in the morning, you know, for breakfast. It's playing games, it's analyzing games, it's analyzing the competition and what's out there. It's sitting down and discussing game strategy, which is a big, important aspect of this particular game. So they spend a lot of time streaming, playing games, and we hit up the gym, you know, every day.
When I play seriously, 7 days a week, I play with my team probably 5 to 9 hours a day. And we take like 1 hour breaks to do lunch, eat like lunch and dinner. And that's literally what I do. We did like 2.5 weeks straight before World Championships. We didn't do that well at this event, which kind of irks me, but our practice schedule is not the reason that we did poorly.
Wow, you know, you're living the dream. You get to play video games and be lazy and stuff. But I don't know, it's not really being lazy. Like, we work like probably work more than like your average person does, but it's not really work. So, I mean, we have probably more than a 40-hour work week, but it's doing what we like.
League of Legends is big business. How do the athletes support themselves? The answer always comes down to advertising and sponsorships.
With any type of sport, you're going to have multiple sources of revenue that you can earn, right? You can win for winning tournaments. You could win the Super Bowl, right? You get some good money. You could get sponsored by an organization like Ford Motors, right? Just in the last couple years, technology has enabled the average consumer to actually watch content through their computer, streamed live, instead of watching it on cable. And so it's on-demand content, and what's happening is that these gamers are playing and they're broadcasting while they're playing, and people are tuning in. Well, as they tune in, there's pre-roll, so the advertising is playing, and they actually earn a share of how many viewers and how many ads play. The players, they can make a pretty good amount of money. I'd say about 150 is average for a pro gamer. You know, it could be more or less just depending on how marketable they are and how many sponsors they can get. I thought I would never say this in my lifetime, but you can make a lot of damn money at video games.
I think especially for the younger people that are on the teams, it's like, what other job could you do where you get paid this good of money and then you get to travel this much? Because we have people on our team that are 19 years old. Can you imagine that 19 is just like, and they're so dumb because they don't understand what they're getting, you know?
And for fans hoping to one day take their place on the stage, what does it take to make it as a pro esport athlete?
You know, to fans that want to get out there and compete in League of Legends and try to win, you know, thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, our message to you is you can. You know, go out there, practice hard. There's a lot of different events and tournaments. There's things that are happening at the local level. If you're in college, there's college programs that are happening, clubs. There's a lot of great opportunity, and it's just, at the end of the day, it's super fun. So if you want to compete, get out there and do it.
Please welcome to the stage your League of Legends Season 2 World Champions, the Taipei Assassin!
It's an incredible ecosystem. Over 8 million fans, beyond the nearly 9,000 in attendance, watch the World Finals streaming over outlets like Twitch TV and YouTube. With 24 million people watching over the course of the World Playoffs, it's easy to call League of Legends a sport, with so many fans that clearly love the game.
Football, the rules have changed slightly, but the playing field stayed the same. Same with soccer, same with baseball, same with basketball. We feel that this game is going to be around for decades. Not just a single decade, but decades plural.
Fans are paying money to see us compete right now. We packed up a 10,000 person stadium to watch video games for like 5 hours. Like, that's insane.
You know, it's hard to answer what my dream is, because I feel like we're living the dream every single day. I mean, the game is doing so well. Fans are responding so phenomenally to it. We get such great feedback. I love interacting with our players. It is just, I mean, we're living the dream right now. It's hard to imagine what the next evolution could be.